Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Summer and I'm a waxaholic, and today I've got my what I've been melting video to share with you guys. So I didn't film a what I've been melting last week. I don't know why. I think I just kind of got behind and forgot to film it. And so stuff has just been accumulating. And so I just thought I would go ahead and film this before it got too overwhelming. My basket was completely full, and my empties basket was full and my unempties basket was full. So I thought it was time to film. So sorry that this is kind of sporadic and not on the bi-weekly schedule that I normally do. So I apologize for that, but I just wanted to go ahead and film this since my baskets were overflowing. So if you want to see what I've been melting the last 2 to 3 weeks, grab a snack, grab a drink, grab a blanket, and please just keep on watching. So let's start with empties, and we'll start with Scentsy first. So first up is Meant to be Merry. I can't remember the scent notes of this, but I think it's mint with like buttercream and sugar, possibly. It's really pretty. It's a beautiful, not nose clearing, just very beautiful mint. It smells so good and warming. I feel like the bakery element really does come out. It's very creamy, minty. It's so pretty. And I'm definitely going to put this in my club. That is Meant to be Merry. Enjoyed every second of that. Next, I finished Black Currant and Plum. And I've really been into plum, black currant, black cherry, dark like fig, darker like berry type of scents lately. And this one was really pretty. It was black currant and plum, of course, but I feel like it had something else. I don't know the exact notes. I really wish Scentsy would put them on here. But it kind of has like a perfumey, body care-esque type of vibe. But this was a really strong performer. I melted this in my open concept, and then I think in my bedroom bathroom on separate days, and it did well in both. It's just really pretty. Is there cashmere or something in here? I don't know, but whatever is in here is incredible, and I loved black currant and plum. And then my last empty is Saint Nicker Doodle. This is baked apples, spices, and powdered sugar, and this smells so incredible. I love it so much. It smells so good. But it wasn't the strongest thrower for me. I did it in my open concept, and while I could smell it, I feel like it just wasn't as strong as Scentsy normally is in my open concept. But that's okay. I still love it. I'm still glad to have it. I'm still going to warm it. I just love this scent so much. It's perfect for fall and winter. And that again is Saint Nickerdoodle. Okay, for vendor empties. First up is Southbound Lavender Cream Puffs. You guys know this is my favorite scent from Southbound and one of my favorite lavender scents ever. This is lavender, buttery pastry dough, creamy vanilla custard, sweet cream, and confectioner's sugar. Y'all, this is like what I compare every other lavender bakery scent to. This is just a banger. It smells amazing. It's sweet lavender and heavy bakery. Say less. That is a summer blend if I've ever heard one. I love this so incredibly much. It's so good. It's a strong performer. I got through most of this clam, and then I sent the rest of it to my friend Martha because she's never tried it, and like everybody needs to try this that likes lavender. So I wanted to share the love. My friend Maggie is the one who sent it to me, and I tried it from her. I had never heard of it, so I'm so thankful that she sent me this because I'm obsessed. Y'all already know. So that's lavender cream puffs from Southbound. Thankfully, I have a couple of loaves in a bakery bag to hold me over for the next little bit. So I think I'm good on that scent. Okay. And then next, from my dear friend Anya, Wickless with Curly Q, she has started making her own wax melts. And let me just tell y'all, she is very good at it. So I've been warming through some of her blends, and you haven't seen a lot of them in Empties videos because I'm like holding on to my last little morsel until she can pour more of it, because they're honestly just really good. So I finished this one. It's called Dreamcatcher. Sweet lavender sprinkled on an iced rich vanilla birthday cake with torched marshmallow meringue enjoyed next to a cozy fireside. And I kind of messed up the label, so sorry about that. But y'all, I warmed this in my kids' bedroom and my bedroom different nights just so I could soak up all the scent, but it's so good. So, sweet lavender with birthday cake, marshmallow meringue, and fireside. Like, that is just an amazing combo. So, it's a sweet lavender, a little bit of bakery, creaminess of the marshmallow, and a little bit of fireside. Like, say less. That is just an amazing, cozy, comforting blend. Left this going all night. It did really well. Her wax performs really well for me in my bedrooms. I've melted it in my office. I haven't done it in my open concept yet, but I will. So that is Dreamcatcher. And Anya, if you're watching, this is a bomb blend. I need more of it. Next up from Traverse City Wax Co., I have Lavender Sugar Milk. This was gifted to me from my friend Jillian. So Jillian, thank you so much. I enjoyed every second of this. This was very similar to Lavender Cream Puffs. So this was a sweet lavender with like milk after you've eaten all the sweet cereal out of it. You get that sugary milk. So you get a creamy, sweet, extra sweet lavender. And this was so beautiful. It was a great performer for me and I loved it. Would definitely buy more of this. Next, I have a couple empties from Salt Mountain Melts. First up is Coven, which is one of my favorite blends from her. Marshmallow Fireside, Palo Santo, and Powdered Donut. You guys, this one was poured August 17th, 2022. Performed beautifully. I warmed it in my open concept, my office, and my bedroom on different days. And y'all, this was a strong thrower for me. You really get all of the notes and they're blended so beautifully. That Palo Santo is just bomb, y'all. This was a banger. I'm glad I have a couple more souffles and tubs that I picked up from D-Stashes. And I'll buy this every time she offers it. If you haven't tried it, you totally should. That is Coven. And then another one that has quickly become a favorite of mine from Salt Mountain is Bread and Jam for Frances. She just offered this in her most recent pre-order, and I got a couple loaves of it because, y'all, this blend is fire. Baked zucchini bread, blackberry jam butter cookies, and creamy butter. This was also poured in August of 22, and y'all, this threw like a champ. Did this in my office, my like everywhere in my house. The blackberry jam butter cookies is so good. It's very sweet. Oh my gosh, it's delicious. Her baked zucchini bread is good. This is just a bomb blend. It was a banger. Would always repurchase it if she offers it. Bread and Jam for Frances is a 10 out of 10. Next up, I have a couple from Britta's. The first one is the Frozen Ghost, Icy Peppermint, Cracklin' Birch, and Yellow Cake. So this scent was like kind of a wild card for me with the peppermint because I'm not really a big fan of just peppermint. And this one was a nose clearing peppermint. But the Cracklin' Birch gave it more of a tree scent, toned down the peppermint, and then the Yellow Cake, very rich and creamy bakery. So while it was still very strong peppermint, I still enjoyed it. I also warmed this while my son was sick and thinking it would help. You know, peppermint's supposed to help relieve headaches and sinus pressure and all the things. So I really enjoyed this. I would repurchase it. I've been more into minty blends here recently, so they're just growing on me. And then my next one from Britta's, Scary Birthday to You, Yellow Cake, Zucchini Bread, and Bourbon Sauce. I warmed this in my bedroom, I believe, and I forgot what I had melted that day. So I walked in and I was just like, oh my gosh, what is this? And I couldn't remember, but y'all, I loved this one. This was rich yellow cake, sweet zucchini bread, and then bourbon sauce to give it a little warmth and a little kick, zhuzhes it up a little bit. Just adds that little extra something. It's warm. Not super boozy though, but it's just so incredible. Scary birthday to you. Would definitely repurchase it. Okay, from Lavender and Speckles, I have quite a few. First up is Oh Christmas Tree, roasted pine cones and Palo Santo. Say less. Two of my favorite scents. Two of my favorite scents from Beth and two of my favorite scents, period. Y'all, best Palo Santo is the best, in my opinion. It's creamy. It's a little bit smoky. It's woody. It's not cologne-y. It's just the perfect Palo Santo. I'm obsessed with it. Her roasted pine cones note is bomb. This was a banger. I loved it. Roasted pine cones and Palo Santo. Just, yes. Oh, Christmas tree. Love it. I think I have some more of it. If not, we'll definitely repurchase. Next up is Plum Sugar Cookie Zucchini Bread. Y'all know I've been loving plum, so I was happy to warm this. Juicy plums, vanilla, butter, fresh baked sugar cookies, and zucchini bread. Sweet and savory bakery. This was really good. The plums were very juicy. And then you get the really heavy bakery, the sugar cookie, zucchini bread, vanilla, and butter. So it's very rich bakery with that sweetness of the juicy plums. A little bit of tart, but not too much. Very sweet, and I enjoyed every second. I think I went ahead and repurchased this. Love it. Next up, I warmed brown sugar, figs, and honey. Fig, orchid, brown sugar, vanilla, acacia honey, and sandalwood. This gave me brown sugar and fig vibes from Bath & Body Works, but a little different. I don't know if Bath & Body Works brown sugar and fig has sandalwood in it, but I felt like this was really, really good. Sweet from the fig. Then you get that warmth, almost like a body care note from the sandalwood. A little more sweetness from that acacia honey. I love honey and wax. This was so pretty. Brown sugar, figs, and honey. Would definitely repurchase this. Next up is one of my favorites. I finished a big bag of honey, pear, cotton candy, and zucchini bread. Y'all know how much I love this one. Spiced honey pears blended with cotton candy and sweet zucchini bread. I really love spiced honey pears. Sweet cinnamon with pear, cotton candy, and zucchini bread. This combo is so incredible. It's just so good. The pears are sweet, but they have a little bit of spice from the cinnamon and nutmeg and probably other things. You get the sweet zucchini bread and then an extra bit of sweetness from the cotton candy. And this was such a strong performer. I already have, I think, another large bag of this, maybe two, but I don't want to be without this. I love it so much. Okay, next up is pumpkin eggnog, pumpkin pecan waffles blended with old-fashioned eggnog. This was one of my favorites from the fall pre-order, I think it was. I went back and added a couple of bags after the fact because I forgot about it. It is so good. It's creamy, sweet pumpkin pecan waffles. This blend is everything. Okay, and then lastly, Palo Santo, my beloved. Donut Shop and Palo, which is cinnamon sugar donuts and Palo Santo with roasted pine cones. Y'all know this was the blend I submitted for the winter RTS. It is everything. It's right up there neck and neck with Donut Shop Palo Santo, the OG. This, y'all, is so, 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 so good. I just love it so much. It's hard when you love something like the original Donut Shop and Palo, y'all know, is like my favorite thing from her shop. This one, though, when I smelled it, I was just like, yeah, I don't know which one I like better because they're both amazing. Never want to be without either one of them. That is Palo Santo. Banger, great scent. You need to try it. It's amazing. So that was all of my empties. Next, let's move into unempties. From Scentsy, I have a few. So first up is Lavender Vanilla. This is from the Bring Back My Bar January 2024. I melted 1 cube of this, you guys, in my office. Okay? When I tell y'all, this was a banger. I had another scent going in 4 warmers in my open concept. I have 2 Scentsy warmers. One is an Accord. One is just like a regular 25 watt. I have a Happy Wax warmer and I have a Julienne home warmer. Okay. All those were going with another scent. I have 1 cube of this in my office, which is back off from the open concept area. When I tell you this scent took over my entire home, I'm not exaggerating. It was a banger. It was so strong. It was so good. I enjoyed every second. You literally might even need like half of a cube of this, y'all. It is such a strong performer. Can't wait to melt it again. Definitely going to club this one. Okay, next up, I warmed toasted caramel sugar. And I warmed 1 cube of this in my office. I love this one, you guys. It's kind of, some people are saying it's giving like a burnt caramel, burnt sugar note. And I get that as well, but I actually really like that. Sometimes Scentsy's caramel can be a little too much for me, but I really liked this one. It's sweetened with the sugar, I guess, that's in here. So it's not overly rich and creamy and buttery. I really liked this one. It was probably a good medium throw. Toasted caramel sugar. Next up, I warmed Sleigh Ride. And I warmed this in my open concept and I really loved it. It's just a really nice tree blend. There may be some citrus in this. I can't remember. Or a little something else, but it smells really good. It's just a Christmas tree scent and looking forward to warming that again. That is Sleigh Ride. Another one from Bring Back My Bar, I warmed Whipped Vanilla Pear. This one I did in my open concept. And while this is like really, to me, it's strong on cold. It's very sweet, very, very sweet pear. And this was like a light to medium for me. This is the one that I was warming when I had the lavender vanilla going in my office. And like all I could smell was lavender vanilla. So I may try to give this a shot just by itself or either in the office alone. So it's not competing with something else, which I didn't intend for it to in the first place. But y'all know lavender vanilla was just throwing like a champ. But this I may try again in a smaller setting and close the doors and just see how it does that. But I didn't mind this, but I couldn't really smell it a whole ton because of lavender vanilla. So like I said, gonna try it again. And then lastly from Scentsy, I warmed amaretto. And I did this in my office. And y'all, I'm clubbing this. It was so good. Very strong performer. I did it in both my warmers in my office. And it was so beautiful. You really get that honey note. Just gorgeous. All right, so that's all for Scentsy. And let's get into vendor. We've kind of got a lot here. Okay. All right, so first up, I warmed Harper James Frostbite. White birch, cedarwood, peppermint, vanilla, and sugar cookie. So I've struggled to get throw from Harper James. So I warmed this one, which is not just bakery. It's, you know, kind of woodsy, earthy, minty in bakery. And I did this in my office. And y'all, I got a good throw from it. It was a strong medium. Really liked it. All of the notes came alive. The sugar cookie, vanilla, and then the tree and peppermint. And I really enjoyed this. So I'm looking forward to warming it again. Next up from Knoll's Farm Scents, Furtastic Marshmallow Dreams. Fir, pine, buttercream, sugar cookie, marshmallow, and sugar. You guys, this was so good. I did this in my open concept, and I did it when my family came over, and they all were just like, oh my gosh, what are you warming? It smells like Christmas in here. Beautiful Christmas tree with bakery. So it's like you've got a live tree and you're baking some delicious Christmas treats. This smelled so good. It lasted a good 6 to 7 hours. And it started to dwindle down, but I mean, I think that that's great for vendor wax. 4 to 6 hours is the norm for me. Anything past that, I feel like is great. And so by that time, I'm ready to change it out anyway, or it's the end of the day or whatever. But great throw, great scent. Would definitely repurchase it. Next, I warmed the Lodge from Salt Mountain Melts. This is Palo Santo and milk and cookies. almost finished with it. I'm just like hanging on to that last little bit because you guys, please help me. If Amanda asks for a request, please vote for the Lodge. I request it, I feel like, every time she asks. So I'm hoping she brings it to the next pre-order. This is so pretty, you guys. Her milk and cookies is really good and creamy. And her Palo is really pretty as well and creamy. And the two mixed together is just really phenomenal. It performed really well for me in my open concept, and I enjoyed it so incredibly much. And then second from Salt Mountain Melts is Milk and Cookies for Santa, Eggnog, Mrs. Claus's Cookies, and Sugar Cookies. So, you guys, this one I was kind of like meh on cold. It smells good. It smells like eggnog and sugar cookies. But on warm, I was like, this smells good, but it smells kind of light. I was kind of worried about the throw, but y'all, warming this in my office, it is strong. It smells really good. It really opens up on warm. Showed up and showed out, and I'm here for it. I got this one in a D-stash. It was poured last year, but I have a few more, I don't know if souffles, tub souffles, something from this year, and I'm really glad because I really love this scent. Next up, I warmed Oath from Sassy Girl Aroma. This is Beach Nights, Roasted Pine Cones, Smoked Vanilla, Sugar Cookie, and Marshmallow. This is one of my favorites from Sassy Girl. Smoked vanilla, roasted pine cone, beach nights, like sugar cookies, say less. Y'all, it's gorgeous. This is one of those scents that I think I could warm every day and never get tired of it. It just smells so incredible. Julie's Beach Nights is perfection. And then, roasted pine cone and anything and everything. Yes. That is Oath. Have definitely repurchased it since then and will continue. Never want to be without it. It's a staple. Another from Sassy Girl. I'm almost finished with this brittle of My Wish for Christmas. Freshly baked sugar cookies surrounded by pine and pine cones scented in a fireplace. This is one of my favorite blends to warm at Christmas. I've been warming a lot of tree scents, tree and bakery, and this one is so good, and I feel like it's just next level because you get that little bit of fireplace in there. It's very homey. It's very nostalgic. It's just gorgeous. A little bit of pine tree, pine cone, fireplace, and sugar cookies. Like, it's everything. I just got a few more brittles of that in this last pre-order I think I did. And yeah, I look forward to warming this every year. Oops, I have another one from Knoll's Farm. This is one that Travis did for me a while back. He named it Summer's Blend, which I thought was fun. Lavender marshmallow, vanilla custard, and zucchini bread. So y'all know how I feel about lavender. And y'all, he nailed it with this blend. It smells so good. Sweet lavender, and his zucchini bread is really good. It's a sweet savory one, and I'm obsessed with it. And you really get that note as well. And then the vanilla custard kind of just blends the two together. Adds more of a bakery element, creaminess. This is so good. I warmed it in my room, my son's room, and my daughter's room a few times, and I'm obsessed with it. Did really, really well. It was a good 6 to 7 hours, and I loved it. I warmed it for most of the afternoon, evening, and I think turned it off right before we went to bed because the light's really bright. So yeah, Summer's Blend, would definitely order some more. Travis, if you're watching, this was bomb. Next, I melted Roasty Toasty from Second and Spruce, roasted pine cones, toasted mallow, cinnamon, and sugar bakery spices. This was from the fall pre-order, possibly. She poured it September 19th. Y'all, Second and Spruce, her wax is so strong on cold, and it's even stronger on warm. It's so soft, and I feel like it throws immediately. You put it in the warmer, it's melted in no time, and it is throwing. This is so good. Roasted pine cones, toasted marshmallow, and then you get sweet cinnamon sugar. I loved this so much. I can't wait to melt it again. It was a banger. Also from Second In Spruce, I warmed North Pole Nights, Vanilla Balsam, Palo Santo, Marshmallow Fireside, and a hint of Minty Breeze. This was one of my standouts from that pre-order. I loved it. I thought I was going to love it, but I'm obsessed with it. It was one of my favorites from the pre-order. It's so good. Her vanilla balsam note, it's perfect. I think I said that in this haul. It reminds me of like one of the Teddy B's Game of Thrones blends. Super strong performer. I love Erica's wax. I just participated in the RTS she just had. Broke my like low spend for that and Britta's. I had to, y'all. Her wax is just too good. So that is North Pole Nights. And then from Rainbow Melt, I warmed Plum Tart, plums, warm vanilla crust, citrus, and sweet bakery cinnamon. So I warmed this one in my bedroom and bathroom, I believe. And it's a very sweet plum. And on cold, I didn't get very much of the crust. Basically just got sweet plum and then like a bright citrus with a little bit of sweet cinnamon. But on warm, I feel like that warm vanilla crust really comes out. And it's really, really like a really fun plum bakery. I really liked that. Her wax performs really well for me. Okay, so next I warmed a couple from Teddy B's. I warmed Whipstaff Manor, crisp fall air, cedarwood, crunchy leaves, hints of apples and fall spice, toasted marshmallows, and charred pumpkin. You guys, this smells amazing on cold. I love it. I actually got a loaf of it, and not this past RTS, but the one before it. I love it so much. I warmed this and I did not get a lot of throw. So I tried it in my open concept. I'm going to try it again in my office in my Julienne warmer and see if I can get more throw. I'm hopeful because I love this and it's pretty strong on cold. So hopefully I can kind of play with the amounts and the warmer and things like that and get it to where I can get a throw. Sometimes Teddy B's is a little tricky. And then next up, I warmed Cozy Cookie Cake and Balsam. Vanilla Balsam, Fraser Firs, blended with Cozy Cookie Cake, which is warm iced white cake, beach treats, Marshmallow Fireside, and signature sugar cookie. I got this last year in a pre-order. I love Cozy Cookie Cake. It's one of my favorite Beach Nights blends from Tiffany. And then I love her Vanilla Balsam. So blend the two together and it's just beautiful, like Christmassy beach nights. It's gorgeous. This was like light to medium throw, but I mean, again, Teddy B's is a little tricky. I did this everywhere in my open concept and sometimes scents can get lost there, but it did smell good. And it was just a little bit on the lighter side. Okay. Lastly, I have a few from Rose Girls. I warmed Warp Zone, which is Monster Cookie Fluff Puffs, Peppermint, and Vanilla Crunch Donuts. I really love this scent. This is one of my favorites, and I think I picked it up again this year in the Mario pre-order. Her peppermint is like super strong, but the two bakery notes, the Monster Cookie Fluff Puffs and the Vanilla Crunch Donuts really tone it down, but it's very minty bakery, and it's really nice. I warmed Swamps, which is kind of similar, Pine, Peppermint, Sugar Cookie Dough, and Campfire Marshmallow. This is another one I think I reordered this year in the Mario pre-order. It's so good. It's just got tree in it with bakery, peppermint, and then a little bit of that roasty toasty campfire marshmallow. I love this one so much. It is a really strong performer for me. Jenny's peppermint is like strong, 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 strong. Next up, I warmed Christmas Eve in Cookie Land, which is eggnog, royal sugar cookie, monster cookie, marshmallow smoothie, and donut holes. This is one of my favorite blends from Rose Girls, period. Definitely one of my favorite Mario blends. I love eggnog. And then eggnog with heavy bakery. It's just, you get the bready note from the donut holes. You get the sugar cookies. It's just sweet, creamy eggnog with really heavy bakery. And this is so beautiful on warm. I love it so much. I've got like probably 5 or 6 bags of this because I'm obsessed with it. Another Mario blend. This is Mario's Home for the Holidays. Christmas Wish, Oh Christmas Tree, Toasted Marshmallow, Royal Sugar Cookie, and Vanilla Bean Noel. This is a really nice tree bakery scent. So good. So good. You get Christmas tree, sugar cookies, toasted marshmallows, and Vanilla Bean Noel. Gorgeous. Creamy bakery tree. Love that. I think I have another bag of this, or I hope I do, because I really love this one. I also warmed Achu, which is Sinus Relief, Peppermint, and Eucalyptus. I warmed this when we were all sick, and this was really nice. It was very, like, nasal clearing. Like, you smell this, and you're like, whoo, I can breathe. It's very herbal, strong, minty. It's like Vicks Vapor Rub, and it's really good for when you're sick. So, love having this. And then lastly, I warmed Black Chamomile Bath & Body Works type, which is my favorite Bath & Body Works scent. Chamomile, tea leaves, lily, musk, and warm woods. I know those scent notes don't sound like something that I would like, but trust me, it's incredible. Oh my gosh, this is so good. It's just like a darker, warm, soothing, calming blend. It's so pretty. Don't let the lily scare you. It's really nice. Gosh, that's good. If you've never smelled Black Chamomile, please go try it. It's incredible. The blend is so bomb. Anytime Bath & Body Works brings it back, I get it. It's so good. All right. That was a really long video. So sorry, I'm not going to wait this long to do what I've been melting again. But thank you for sticking with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you're melting this week down below. If you melted any of the same scents as I did, please let me know what you thought down below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, week, or weekend. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in my next video very soon. Bye.